Welcome back to Me and You, Keep or Return, Amazon Edition, where we buy products from Amazon, put them to the test, and decide whether they are a keep or a return, preferably before that 30-day return window closes. And today, we're testing out something a little bit different. As we've been creating more and more content, we've officially run into a storage problem. As many of you may know, the recent chip shortage has driven up the cost of electronics, especially hard drives. External hard drives, in particular, have become significantly more expensive, making storage upgrades a tougher pill to swallow. We've got footage on this drive, photos on that drive, backups on that drive, and honestly half the time we don't even know what's stored where. It is storage chaos. And the crazy thing is these external hard drives aren't exactly getting any cheaper. So instead of buying another external hard drive, we decided to try something we've never used before. This is the UGREEN NASync DH4300 Plus. For those that are unfamiliar with NAS, it is essentially a network attached storage device. NAS is basically a box full of hard drives that anyone in your house can use to store and access files. Think of it as a family-sized hard drive that's always connected and available. Now, before anyone starts asking technical questions, we are complete NAS beginners. We are not IT professionals and we are not networking experts. We are just content creators looking for a better way to store and organize our files. To go with it, we also picked up two Seagate 10 terabyte hard drives. Before we get started, let's break down the cost. The UGREEN NASync is $373.99. Seagate 10 terabyte hard drive, $280. Another Seagate 10 terabyte hard drive, another $280. So that brings our total investment to about $933.99 before taxes. Definitely not a cheap investment. So for nearly $1,000, we're hoping this gives us a better long-term storage solution than continuing to buy external hard drives. So the goal is simple. Can this NAS system replace our growing collection of external hard drives? Can total beginners like us figure it out? And most importantly, is it worth nearly $1,000? Let's get to the unboxing and find out. This here is our first hard drive, 10 terabyte Iron Wolf by Seagate. Oh, we got another one. It's got a power button, a bunch of lights, a USB-C, got HDMI port, USB 3.2, a LAN connection, a reset button, and of course your power. Well, let's get started. We've never installed hard drives into an NAS before, so if you are an NAS expert watching this, please be gentle. Take this thingy off, two little presser thingies. Lift it up, and I assume install the second one. Okay, final screw. And you just plop it right back in here. And pop. Drive number 2. That was actually pretty easy. We are now NAS experts. And just like that, we've got two 10 terabyte hard drives installed into our first two bays. And we have two extra open for when we want to expand this baby. Now let's cap this baby back up. Make sure when you're installing it that the power is off, and when you lift this up, do not lift from the cap area because it will drop and you will lose everything. So you want to hold it from the base down here. Ooh, this thing is getting heavy. Now comes the part that we're most nervous about, the setup process. When people talk about NAS systems online, they start throwing around terms like RAID and arrays and caching and networking. Like, who are we raiding and what are we catching? We just want to know if this thing can store our photos and videos. Now let's go find you a home. Right here in our family room is the perfect spot for it, right next to our router. Next up, we gotta plug it in and power it up. Now power it on by pushing this little power button. Ooh, wow. Next up is to go to the website and set it up. Thankfully, the setup process was actually pretty straightforward. The software pretty much walked us through everything step by step. Were there a few moments where we clicked on something and immediately thought, I have no idea what that means? Absolutely. But the important thing is we were able to get everything set up, configured, and connected without having to spend a whole weekend watching NAS tutorials on YouTube. One thing we did learn during setup was RAID 1. Now, remember, we're NAS beginners, so here's the simple explanation. We installed two 10 terabyte hard drives, which sounds like we'd have 20 terabytes of storage. But we chose RAID 1, which basically means the NAS automatically keeps an identical copy of our files on both hard drives. So, if one hard drive fails, our files are still safe on the other drive. The trade-off is that even though we physically installed 20 terabytes worth of hard drives, we only get about 10 terabytes of usable storage. For us, that extra peace of mind for our photos, videos, and files was worth giving up some extra storage space. And here we are, everything is set up. And check this out, we've got plenty of storage for all our files, videos, photos, and our future content projects. So one of the biggest surprises for us was the expandability. Right now, we are only using 2 of the 4 drive bays. That means we still have 2 of the drive bays available for future upgrades. So if we start running low on storage down the road, we can just add 2 more hard drives instead of replacing the entire system. What a big bonus for content creators. It means that this system can grow along with us as our library gets bigger and bigger. Another thing that we were pleasantly surprised by was the noise level. We were worried that we would have a noisy box sitting in our family room, buzzing away all day, 24/7. But it has been surprisingly quiet, and we barely notice it's there most of the time. Because this is exactly what we're trying to get away from. One drive for photos, another for videos, and one for files, and a drive labeled backup where no one remembers what exactly is backed up on it. And somehow, every one of them is almost full. It has become a mess. One thing that we're really going to enjoy is having everything in one central location. Instead of trying to remember what hard drive contains what, we will have everything organized in one single system. Another feature that's surprisingly useful is remote access. Let's say we're traveling, on vacation, visiting family, or filming a video somewhere, and suddenly realize I need a file that I left back at home. Come, check this out. I can pull it up easily on my phone, tablet, or laptop. Put them to the test and decide whether they're a keep or a return. And all my files are right there. For content creators, that's incredibly convenient because, let's be honest, there's always that one file you forgot at home. Having access to all of our files in one place and being able to remotely access them is a huge upgrade compared to having to bring around a bunch of external hard drives. Now, are we NAS experts after using this just for a few days? Not even close. Do we still have a lot to learn? Absolutely. But that is what has impressed us the most from this system, is that you don't have to be an expert or a tech junkie to be able to benefit from something like this. What we wanted was simple. One place for our content, less clutter, less hard drive juggling, more storage, room for us to expand in the future, and easier access to our files whether we're at home or on the road. And so far, this UGREEN NAS system has delivered exactly that. So, after getting everything set up, moving our files over, and seeing how it fits into our workflow, this is an Amazon Keep. All the information and the links will be in the description box down below. If you're interested in picking them up, consider using our affiliate links, as we do earn a small commission at no additional cost to you. It really does help support the channel. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps out the channel and helps us make more videos like this. We'll see you in the next one. Bye!